have a good weekend, Nicolette?
I had a fabulous weekend. Yeah, really, really good. I had a retreat with my clients, and yeah, I'm on the post retreat glow.
Yeah. I did see some photos that you were posting, and I saw the healing, and I saw the really interesting way that you take people through doing art.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
saw them with like taking the cup off.
yeah. So I call it the aura pour. So we the first layer of the canvas is actually pouring the colors of your aura into a cup, and then tipping that out onto a canvas and rolling it around and having all those beautiful patterns and things play out. So yeah, really cool weekend.
Yeah. I saw that and I thought, oh, that I'm going to try that. So, good morning. We've got a few people. Good morning, Irene. Lovely to have you here. We've got a few people watching. I'm going to put that up so that. We've got a few people watching. Lovely to have you all here. If you see the link in the chat, you can actually put on here that register, and then we get to see who is talking to us and watching and all that sort of stuff. So today we're going to talk about pendulums and how to use them, which is just as a side note, I have never been a big pendulum person. I have a beautiful, just a very basic clear pendulum. And I use it because I talk to my clients about being in the
swing.
Bottom of the swing of power and powerless, or being at the top in the fulcrum of empowered. So I use it for that. Yes, when you're balanced, you're in this place. And look at that. Did you see how it was turning then?
Yeah.
However, I did use it the other day for my own personal use to see whether I should do something or not, because I wasn't getting a clear, intuitive thought. And so I used it myself. But you have just had some beautiful pendulums created, haven't you?
I have. So I use pendulums and teach my clients how to use pendulums to clear their chakras. And I have a process that I take them through, which we went through on the weekend, of clearing all of the chakras, and then with that clear channel, bringing the higher self down into the body and actually integrating it into the physical body. So, and my parents mine boulder opal. So I've been on this path, or had this idea of creating pendulums out of boulder opal. And I'm so wrapped with the results. So this is literally, I've only had these for like a week. And boulder opal is actually, this type of opal is the opal runs through a rock called ironstone. And so they've got a really beautiful earthy energy because of the ironstone as well. So it's not just about the gem, it's about and the crystal in it. It's about the rock. So yeah. So
and where is it mined?
In Winton in central Queensland.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, they're just, I'm so stoked with them.
Yeah. And so they're all different, they're unique, I'm assuming. So they're all different sizes, and
they're all different. No opal is the same, and depending on it's a bit hard to show you the sparkle in them.
Yeah.
I'll put
the one that you showed me was actually quite short and small.
Yeah,
that one. Yeah.
You see the gem in that?
Yeah.
And on the weekend, it was beautiful because everyone chose a pendulum before we started the retreat. And so they used that pendulum the entire weekend for their work on each other. And so they get to take that home now with that energy embedded into the pendulum. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Love it.
Really cool. So you want to tell us what are your thoughts on pendulums and how to use them?
Well, I know that people use them for question and answer. So people use them for direction. So kind of like muscle testing, where you the energy in your field actually directs the pendulum on which way it swings and what answer it gives you. I don't use them that way because I don't know, why don't I use them that way? Because I trust my thoughts and my intuition as it comes into my mind. I don't
have to second guess.
No, I don't have to second guess. So I use pendulums for energy clearing.
So can I just, while we've got, hey, Helen, lovely to have you on here, so that we can just talk to people about it. It's a bit hard to see mine because it's a little bit the same color, but I'm going to put my pendulum, my elbow on so that and I'll just stop it. So basically if you're going to use it for questioning, you want to find out what how it's going to work for you. So I'm just going to start saying yes in my field. And see, for me, wait a minute, it's actually, let's see if I can do it this way because it's going to, okay, so I'm going to say yes. Yes, yes, yes. So it's slowly starting to rock backwards and forwards. And if I say no, so for me, no is always a circle. Yeah. And yes is always backwards and forwards. See how yes is backwards and forwards? It's not working that well because of me, how I'm holding it. But you want to find out first what your pendulum is saying. So I'll see if I can do it just by holding it like this.
So I just want to explain also that there's a lot of books and there's a lot of direction that you can get on how to use pendulums. But the biggest thing to note is that it's the intention that you put into the use of it. So for me and what I teach my clients, yes is along the body. So yes would be this way.
Yeah, yeah.
This way if you're lying down.
Yeah.
And so is across the body.
Yeah, right.
And when it's going around in circles, that's the unwinding of the energy. So that's the intention that I put behind my use of the pendulum, right? So that's what plays out.
Yeah. And so for that was just yes or no, not chakra clearing.
Yeah.
So I've in the way I've just learned is just like find out what the pendulum, what your body's yes and no is. So my yes has always been actually across the body, like you were saying. So mine's always backwards and forwards. My no, though, is a circle.
Yep.
And so Helen's just put here that she used her pendulum for the first time this weekend. So powerful. That's so cool.
Yeah, she was at my retreat.
I used a pendulum. Yeah, she was at your retreat. Yeah, that's awesome. And so, yeah, so that's if you're new to spiritual work and you feel like you want to find out what if your intuition is correct, whether you're listening to the right, are you listening to your intuition or you're listening to your subconscious that's limiting you. So some people, when they're first starting out, just need that confirmation, right? Is it yes or no? The only thing is you don't want to get caught up in feeling like you need a tool to ask you to ask outside of yourself. You want to start getting into the place of being able to connect with, okay, that yes was, yeah, I thought it was yes. And so then you start understanding that, oh, that connection is my intuition and I don't need the pendulum anymore, right?
That's right.
Now, for what you're talking about is the chakra clearing. I remember doing that years ago. I used to do it every so often on clients. So tell us, I'm going to hand over to you.
Which way?
So tell us how you use it with your clients.
So how I use it with my clients is we go through clearing each of the chakras, and if they're in person with me, I'll have them on a table and I will put the pendulum over the top of the chakra that we're clearing. If they're not in person with me, if we're doing it over Zoom, I will use my hand as the surrogate. So do you mind if I clear your heart space?
Go for it.
Okay. So just take a big deep breath in through your nose and release through your mouth. Relaxing into the chair you're sitting in. And we're going to set the intention to clear Elizabeth's heart space.
Oh, I can feel you in there.
So repeating after me, I am open.
I am open.
I am love.
I am love.
I am light.
I am light.
I am a clear channel.
I am a clear channel.
Okay, so see how the pendulum is going around and around in circles, everyone? And when it's clear, so see how it's swinging backwards and forwards between Elizabeth and I now? That means that her heart chakra is now clear, and it's starting to get up some serious speed. So it's like whooshka. There's a whole lot of energy that is that, and I think the reason why I love using the pendulum is because it's a visual. I am Reiki trained, so I can do the same thing with my hands as I can with the pendulum, right? But because of the visual tool, it amplifies my belief in what I'm doing, my clients' belief in what is happening, and it's a really great. So when someone's got a lot happening in a chakra and there's a lot that the pendulum will be swinging off its just about, you have to hang on to it like and it's really awesome to see when that chakra has cleared. So I use a range of different tools or a range of different ways that we clear a chakra if it's stuck, if it's just going round and round and round and round and it won't clear. So we might draw a card. I'll get people to repeat words like I did with you. We might use essential oils. There'll be messages that come through me for the person, or through the person that I'm teaching to use the pendulum for the person on the table, that will instigate some kind of perspective that needs to shift for the person to clear that energy from their field. And the beautiful thing in this work is there can be energy that has been stuck in a chakra for decades. It needs to shift on that day for a specific reason with those people around that person. And the pendulum is such a beautiful tool to instigate that to happen. And once all the chakras are clear and you can feel your higher self integrate with your body properly in flow, it's just the most incredible feeling. It's like being on drugs.
Yeah. Well, I'm sitting here all blissed out at the moment. So.
And that's just from one chakra.
Yeah. I can actually, I don't know whether we want to do it on here or not, but I can feel that my throat, like as soon as it started, I felt the my throat chakra needs clearing. So
Do you want to do it? We can do it.
yeah, let's do it on here. Seem we'll do it in front of everyone. We've got some people saying all sorts of stuff. So someone beautiful is saying loving this chat. I'm glad that you enjoy it. And we've got the beautiful Helen saying that Nicolette is such a great teacher.
Thanks, Helen. I've started on your throat already, and that's really good because you were talking as I started.
Yeah.
I'll just get you to tip your head back a little bit and put your hands around your throat in support. And you'll be able to feel the energy from your heart space moving up to your throat.
Yeah, and that's what was happening before, and that's what, like, I could feel that there was a little bit of a block there.
Yeah.
Like when you were working, it was getting, I'm thinking, oh, yeah, it's not flowing.
Just connecting with your breath.
Yeah, I can feel that going up now.
And that's clearing. So the pendulum was a lot less active in that one, which to me says that there's deeper layers that will need to shift.
Yeah.
So the heart was already really open and really, there was a few little tendrils that needed to be cleared, and then it was like whooshka, and the pendulum was going crazy. The throat, we cleared what needed to be cleared right now. But I would love to work with you more on that because there's a lot more energy to be harnessed.
Yeah. I've actually had a lot of people tell me over the years that my heart chakra is quite big, and so the throat. I mean, that, as you know, when I do recoding, we work on the chakras.
Your voice has changed.
Yeah.
There's shifting happening.
Yeah. I could. Did you hear that catch?
Yep.
Yeah. When I do the recoding with women, the throat is always, like, us women have been suppressed and depressed and, stopped from owning our true rite of passage, all the way through our lives and generationally, historically. So I think that the throat chakra is a huge process for women. There's so many different layers, and I'm just getting now that actually it's a historical genetic thing.
Ancestral.
Yeah. In my throat, yeah.
That's what was really beautiful on the weekend. I had all women at the retreat on the weekend, and normally I have men. I work with men as well. Normally I have a couple of men at the retreat, but it was beautiful to have all women and really work on that in a sacred space of feminine power.
Yeah.
It was.
Can you hear and feel that?
Yeah.
It's just going up through my crown chakra, and I'm just getting a bit teary. So something just really shifted. Sorry, while you were talking, it just shifted.
Just repeat after me. I own my divine power.
I own my divine power. That was really good. Like, it was just, as you were talking, it started, I could feel it in my temples and my third eye, and then it just all started coming out through my...
I'd love to know in the chat if you can feel the energy of that. Oh, it's like...
Yeah,
it's
tingly.
And moving upwards. Yeah. Like the hair on the back of my neck is standing up.
And so... is there anything wow, this is awesome. Someone
Helen, yes, I knew you would, Helen.
Someone else has put, wow, this is awesome. We have no idea who that is. And so has anyone got any questions? We've got a few people on here. So has anyone got any questions about pendulums and how to use them? So as you were saying, you know, that's another thing that you can do is put your hand there and use your hand as a guide. Does pendulum require training? I personally believe that once you get a yes and a no, so right now something's happening. Like there's a strong, I haven't put any intention in though.
You know, see how it's you haven't asked it a yes or a no.
No.
So my first download about that, what the pendulum's doing is it's unwinding.
Yeah.
And it's helping the process of what is moving through us. So with clearing your heart and your throat,
it's now in my solar plexus.
Yeah, it's still moving.
Yeah.
Moving that energy through.
Yeah.
Use the back of your hand. I haven't heard that one before. What's the use of the back of the hand? I'd love to know. Anyway, in answer to the question, does pendulum require training? It requires getting confidence in using it. So, and like I said before, whatever intention you put behind the use of it is what will play out. So there's no right or wrong. There are ways you can use it, and you can other people have tried to use my pendulum, but it won't move. I think you definitely need your own. Absolutely.
Yeah, you sort of, because it's sort of like tarot cards from what I am aware of. Well, because it's always your own energy.
Yes.
It's always your own energy. Do not give any power to the pendulum, the tarot cards, the inspirational cards, whatever. It's your energy that you're then communicating outside externally to you, so that you can get some sort of confirmation, validation, understanding when you're starting to really connect in with your own intuition, right? And so I'm loving using my pendulum. I think it is lovely it as well. I think it is lovely it as well. Loving it as well. Oh, yes. I meant, do I require training? Do I require training to use it, or as a healer, would it work with me? Yes, it will, because that's the whole thing is that it's your energy. So let's just recap what we were talking about before. If you're going to be asking the pendulum a yes or a no, as Nicolette was saying, there is no training, because it's confidence, right? In you are the creator. You make the decisions how you're going to work with it. So I might say to this pendulum, give me a yes, and so or give me a no, and it's going to work either way, right? Nicolette says, my yes is working directly this way with the body. So I'm now going to say yes to this using my intention with Nicolette. So yes. And what was your no? Your no is going the opposite way. So my no is going the other way. No, my no is still wanting to do circles.
Yeah, because it's yours, and
because it's my signature, right? That's what's happened. So, you know, I asked my pendulum, "What's a yes?" It says, you know, this is a yes, so that we don't have to wait for it. My no is circles, so it goes that way for circles, right? So that's if you're going to ask a yes or no question. If you're going to be working with chakras and things.
It's Kathy Cordis.
Ah, cool. So if you're going to work with chakras or work on somebody else or whatever, and you want to use your hand, or you want to even like this is my table, I'm going to work with the table, because again, it's your intention, right? So your intention is, I'm going to work on Nicolette's base chakra. Can I use your base chakra?
Yeah. Go for it.
I'm going to work on Nicolette's base chakra. So I sit here and think of Nicolette's base chakra, right? Now, as you said, there's an unwinding. I haven't even got my hand there. And now it's doing the clearing thing. It's because my intention is to be in Nicolette's base chakra. Actually, now it's unwinding the other way.
I feel a lot of pressure in my crown, which means that I'm getting that it means that unwinding what's going on in my base chakra will allow more downloads to come in.
Yeah. So you can, I'm just going to stop that. This sort of comes up with the same thing as the very first spiritual bites we ever did, which was the right and wrong of spirituality,
yes,
right?
Yes.
We can get caught up in the do's and the don'ts and the rights and the wrongs, or you can just do it, right?
Exactly.
I didn't use my hand. I just went, this is Nicolette's base chakra, let's do it. And so it's your intention. Your intention is extremely powerful with anything that you do.
Exactly. That's exactly right. Helen was saying before that my retreat's a great way to gain confidence, as it's an immersion, and it's because I give a bit of training, or a bit of, okay, this is the framework as to how we're going to use these pendulums and the intentions that we're going to set, and then I literally get them to step up to the table with a pendulum and heal someone, and it's like, and they're looking at me like, what?
Yeah,
because there's no need for 3 days of training. It's just step up and do it.
Yeah. That's awesome. So that was really fun.
Yeah. I love pendulums.
Yeah, and got a little bit of healing together since as well, which is really interesting. Have you noticed my throat hasn't caught?
Yeah.
Because I actually have, that is actually when I had the brain tumor.
Your projection of your voice is much stronger than it was at the beginning of the call.
Ah, that's really cool. When I had my brain tumor thing, the very first thing that happened 12 months prior was I started getting, like, I actually physically did a Facebook Live about how there's something in my throat chakra, because I was getting this and having to clear my throat all the time, and it was catching. And then it actually, I think it started with liquid in this ear. Then it was the throat chakra, and then it started with the headache things, the pressure headaches that continued on for 12 months. But it actually started with my throat chakra. And when I had it removed, and I spoke to the doctors and I said that, and it's not related. And I'm thinking, well, coincidence? I don't think so, right?
Yeah.
And so since it's released, my throat chakra has released, there's still something there. And I've done a lot of work around it. I think it's basically just, stepping up into those next levels and really, really being out there and speaking my truth.
Yeah, the best way to clear your throat chakra is to use it.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. So what have you got coming up? Nicolette?
So I have my gallery opening coming up, which is super exciting.
Awesome.
And also the launch of these new products. So I'm building a new website, just about to start building a new website, but I've at the moment I've got my products on Shopify. So I'll put the link, the links to that event and to my current website in the comments. Yeah, so I'm working on a 4th deck of cards as well, which is my artwork's on one side of the card and a QR code on the other side of the card that goes to one of my meditations and sound healings. So you can literally choose which card to take you to which meditation each day for your daily practice. So I'm very excited about all of that upcoming.
That's awesome. Sounds good. So this may be Kathy. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, I'm getting one. I have been thinking of it as it keeps coming to me. You guys made the decision easy. So I definitely will be looking at getting one of your pendulums, the opal ones.
Yep.
So have you, if anyone would like to know more details about the pendulum, the opal pendulum, please put opal pendulum in the comments, and so then Nicolette can get in contact with you and let you know.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
We can have a chat and a session and work with, the pendulums that you resonate with, and then you really tune them in with your energy so that you're getting the right one for you.
Yeah. That sounds beautiful. So what have I got coming up? I have, I think it's this week. I should really check, but I'm pretty sure it's this week. I have the spirit guide visualization that's happening.
I saw that.
Yeah, and I'm going to take people through a process of meeting their spirit guide and then automatic writing. So I'm doing that for free. And if you're interested, put in spirit guide in the comments and I'll be able to send you the link. And enjoy absolutely thoroughly your week. We will be seeing you again next week. Don't forget Wednesday Wisdom on Women of Light. And take care, everyone. Anything else, Nicolette?
No, just sending much love.
Thank you for the clearing.
Thank you for my clearing.
Take care, everyone.